So many people chase happiness their entire lives, only to realize the truth when it's almost too late. This story is about a simple but powerful lesson on joy, contentment, and the kind of peace that can't be bought. I invite you to listen with an open heart. It just might change the way you see your own life. Aaron spent most of his life believing that happiness was something he needed to earn. He thought it was a prize waiting for him at the end of a long race, something that lived somewhere far away, always in the next achievement, the next goal, the next milestone. He would constantly tell himself, "I'll be happy when I get a better job." And then, he got the job. But happiness didn't stay. It came for a fleeting moment, a brief spark, and then it disappeared again, leaving him feeling just as empty as before. So he changed the goal. He told himself, "Okay, I'll be happy when I buy a new car." He bought the car, felt a quick rush, and then nothing. The feeling faded, so he aimed for a new phone. Then a bigger apartment. Then better clothes. But no matter how many things he collected, no matter how much he upgraded his life, happiness slipped through his fingers like water. The more he tried to grasp it, the faster it seemed to escape. One evening, completely exhausted from chasing everything he thought he needed, Aaron decided to visit an elderly gardener who lived near his building. He was a quiet, gentle man everyone in the neighborhood simply called Mr. Hale. Aaron found him tending to his plants, his hands moving with a slow, deliberate grace. He sat beside the old man, the weight of his own life pressing down on him. "I don't understand," Aaron began, his voice filled with frustration. "I have more than I ever had before. I have the job, the car, the apartment, but I still feel empty. Why isn't anything ever enough?" Mr. Hale smiled, a soft, knowing smile, without looking up from the soil. "Because you trying to fill your heart with things that were never meant to stay." Aaron frowned, confused. "What do you mean?" The old man finally looked up and pointed to a simple clay pot holding a vibrant green plant. "See this plant? I water it every day. I trim its leaves. I give it sunlight, but I never try to own its beauty. I just appreciate it while it's here, in this moment." Aaron still didn't quite get it, so Mr. Hale continued his lesson. "You think happiness is something permanent, a trophy you can capture and keep on a shelf. But happiness isn't a trophy. It's a visitor. It comes and goes. It only appears when you slow down enough to notice it." Aaron exhaled softly, the idea slowly taking root in his mind. "Then why does everyone say happiness comes from success?" "Because success is loud," Mr. Hale said wisely. "It announces itself. It makes noise. You can show it to other people. You can post about it. But true happiness is quiet. It doesn't need an audience. It hides in the small things, the moments you usually ignore." Then, the old gardener asked Aaron a question that would echo in his mind for weeks to come. "When was the last time you truly enjoyed a moment without thinking about the next one?" Aaron couldn't answer. The silence that followed was heavy with realization. He understood that he had rushed through every single good moment in his life. He celebrated his victories for a few seconds before his mind immediately jumped to the next challenge, telling himself he wasn't doing enough. He spent hours scrolling on his phone, comparing his life to the curated, picture-perfect lives of people on screens, people who only looked happier. He constantly punished himself for not being perfect, for not achieving more, faster. He had been living so much in the future that he forgot to live in his own life, right here, right now. The next morning, something shifted in Aaron. He woke up earlier than usual, before the city's noise began. Instead of grabbing his phone, he made a cup of tea and sat by the window. The sky was soft, painted in quiet, gentle colors he had never bothered to notice before. For the first time in years, he wasn't planning, wasn't worrying, wasn't scrolling. He just breathed. He felt the warmth of the mug in his hands. He watched the world wake up, and in that simple, silent moment, happiness visited him. It didn't come because he earned it. It didn't arrive because he achieved something new. It came because he finally, after all this time, allowed himself to receive it. He created a space for it to enter. As the days turned into weeks, Aaron started to practice this new way of living. He began noticing the small joys he had been blind to for so long. The warmth of the sunlight on his hands during his walk to work, the rich taste of his morning coffee, the sound of people laughing on the street, the feeling of a cool breeze on his face. He stopped chasing bigger and bigger things and instead learned to appreciate the simple, ordinary beauty of his daily life. And slowly, almost quietly, without any grand announcement, his life began to feel full. The emptiness he had felt for so long started to fade. One evening, he returned to Mr. Hale's garden. The old man was there, as always, tending to his plants. "I think I understand now," Aaron said, a genuine smile on his face. Mr. Hale looked at him, his eyes twinkling. "And what did you learn?" Aaron took a deep breath and replied with a newfound clarity. "Happiness isn't something you find out there. It's something you stop running past," Mr. Hall nodded gently. "That's the truth most people learn too late." From that day forward, Aaron made a promise to himself. To notice the small things, to live in the moment, and to remember that happiness is not a destination you arrive at. It is a way of looking at life, a way of being present for your own journey. Thank you for listening. If this story resonated with you, consider sharing it with someone who might need to hear it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that inspire and uplift.